I have a question. Can I apologize for something I did on Purse First because I feel like I need to? I don't even know if it made the rounds because I asked Bob to edit it out. We were talking about the finalist girls, and I said it's kind of obvious that production doesn't want a finale that's not diverse with like all white girls again, like Violet Ginger Pearl or something, and like they want to be inclusive. So sometimes judgings go softer or harder based on where they want people to place. And I said something on Bob's thing where we were talking about the finalists, and we all knew Deja was going home. So I was like, well, they're going to keep Angeria. She's black. They need a black girl. And in my head, I'm like fat girl, black girl, antagonist. Like I check boxes in my head and I think like a producer and I'm detached emotionally and I say stuff that's out of line and flippant when it doesn't come with the context that's also going on in my jumbled ass head. Angeria will be in the final because of her talent and she's fierce and all these things. And I can take the lumps for it. I said it. I know what I meant. I meant it from a production standpoint because season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all had no African American girls. And would I rather watch a show with at least one black girl or no black girls? I'd rather watch it with black girls. They're better performers, I think. Is that racist to say that they're better performers? I don't know. I'm white. I'm still learning what my microaggressions are when they happen because I don't know that I'm doing them sometimes. They're so micro or macro, depending on if you're offended or not. Like, is that horrible to say? Maybe. So I'm sorry if you were offended, and I didn't mean to say it. I meant it from a technical standpoint where, like, Angeria is going to be in the finale. She deserves to be in the finale. But also, in my head, I was saying this is locking her place up in the finale because they need diversity in it. She's black. And I said it. It's a fact. She is black. She knows she's black. And there's, like, nothing. I feel like I can't talk about race anymore, ever. And I just should never. So if you ever hear me talk about it on the podcast, cut it out. Please, Will. Because I get in trouble every time, and I know I don't mean to. I'm not a bad person, and I'm still constantly learning and shit, but, like, I stepped in it again, and I didn't mean to. And Bob was there to literally correct me and be like, no, she'll be there because whatever. And she's right. I was saying one of the reasons she'll be there. I was lowest common denominatoring the girl on why she should be in the finale, and that was wrong of me. I've loved her all season, and I'm not trying to make this podcast 3 hours with my apology tour, but I feel like shit for doing it. And I woke up to a shitstorm of people calling me a racist, and I was like, great, this again. But I deserve it probably. So,
well, I don't
see my Race Chaser live and throw hot trash at me.
I don't think that never talking about race or like racial things is the answer. And you said that kind of flippantly, but like I think that's part of the problem is that like sometimes even having a discussion, people immediately say, problematic. And so that creates a climate where people are afraid to talk about issues that they might have a question about or might fucking not know about. Yeah. And so it either makes them not say anything, which isn't great, or sometimes it, I don't know. I don't think that's the answer though. I think that's bad. I think that like having conversations is the way that we move forward. Yeah, me too. And so, I mean, I think that it's clear that Angeria is there because she's fucking crushed it the whole last season.
She's got 2 wins, just like Willow has 2 wins, and like she's at the top. Like she's gonna be there. I'm apologizing to her, just if she gets wind of it, because it's not a fun thing to hear about yourself. You're like, what? That's why I'm there. Like me saying Daya is only there because she's an antagonist. That's also wrong. She's there because she's a good queen.
Right.
I'm just I say shitty things sometimes, and even toilets get jealous of my mouth with the amount of shit that goes in and out.
Right.
But I definitely don't think I stand by the statement that World of Wonder does not want season 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7's finale to happen again without any black girls. And I think a white person saying that is problematic, but it's still true.
The show is better when it has a more diverse and like fierce lineup, like point blank period.
Yeah.
Right. So as a producer, that's something that, as the show's producers, they are looking at like creating a season that is very well-rounded very diverse and very fierce.
If you're listening to this and you're fans of us, let us know. Is this okay to say? Like that race is a factor with Drag Race? Because it is.
Well, if I can chime in, it's a huge factor not only because of the fan base, but because of the history of the show. Because of, if you look at the pool of the winners, it's a huge factor. It's a casting factor. It's everything that you've talked about. But it's exactly like Alaska said. People immediately feel uncomfortable when you say, "Now we're gonna break these queens down by race," or "Now we're gonna have a conversation about race." But you can't, like, race is a huge issue in the world.
But it's not. I'm not trying to break it down to race. I'm just trying to break it down to aspects of people which loom large, like the fat girl, the short girl, the dancer girl, the polished black girl, the
But
old
that's what
season.
everyone is hoping for, is that when you break it down by type, they want to move beyond that type also includes their race. It can just be the
Sure,
polished pageant girl.
I get that. Yeah, yeah, that makes
But I
sense.
think it's a really great conversation to be having.
I'll listen to the conversation. I don't want to be in it no more. So